In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to evaluate expressions, especially non-linear expressions, and without completely substituting or replacing the variable. And this trick is very, very useful for SAT or GMAT whenever you take any kind of standardized exam for math, then this trick is very, very useful. So I'm going to start with x squared minus 3x plus 2, and we have to find the value of this expression when x is equal to 7, or evaluate this expression when x is equal to 7. So I will show you the trick, and then we are going to check it, or we will be checking it using a calculator whether we get the same answer or not. So x squared minus 3x plus 2, let's start with that, and x is equal to 7. And remember, I said we are not going to completely replace or substitute x is equal to 7, because if we do that, we already know that if I substitute here 3 times 7 plus 2, so I'll get 49 minus 21 plus 2, and then I will get my answer here, which is equal to 51 minus 21 is 30, which is okay. It's not that difficult here, but the problem actually is when you have this expression which is not quadratic, maybe with degree 4, and then the number which you are evaluating is also a large number, then it will end up like you will end up spending so much of time. And when you are competing for the exams like SAT or GMAT, then you don't have that much of time in your hands. So this trick is going to be very, very useful for that. So now, how do we use this trick? So you rewrite x squared minus 3x plus 2. So what we need to do is, we are still substituting or replacing x by 7, but not completely. So what we need to do here is, so if you look at x squared, which is x times x, so I'm going to just replace one x. So what I'm basically doing is, I'm reducing my first term and reducing it to look like the next term which we have in the expression. So in this case, I have negative 3x as my second term, and here I have x squared. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to replace only one x. So that gives me 7x minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so whatever is your next term, you reduce the first one into that. Now 7x minus 3x, collecting like terms, gives me 4x plus 2, and now I will just substitute 7, and this is equal to 30. So I got exactly the same answer here. Okay, now you know that, and I'm going to check it actually using GDC here. So let's have a look at whether we got the same answer or not. So if you have x squared minus 3x plus 2, so x squared minus 3x plus 2, and I'm going to go to second table set. And because I want when x is 7, so I'm going to set my table at x is equal to 7. And then I'm going to go to second graph, which takes me to table. And you can see the value of the function is 30. So we got the right answer here. But the trick is that you do not substitute completely. You just reduce it to the next term. So whatever you need to replace for that, just replace that much. So I'm going to do another one here. And obviously, if I will substitute x is equal to 5, completely substitute. So this will be 3 into 5 cubed plus 2 into 5 squared plus 5 minus 1. So it's again going to be a lot of calculations. Whereas, which you can try yourself and complete this. And without calculator, it's going to be quite time consuming. Now I'm going to do it using my technique or my trick. So what we are going to do is, so we have x4 and next term is x cubed. So I'm going to write x4 because x is 5. So just replacing one x by 5. So that's going to be, let's write the expression again. So when you are replacing only one x, remember, so this is 5x cubed minus 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus x minus 1. Now 5x cubed minus 3x cubed gives you 2x cubed plus 2x squared plus x minus 1. Now we need to replace only one x, remember? So this gives me 10x squared plus 2x squared plus x minus 1. Why 10? Because remember, x is 5. So now again, collect like terms. So 12x squared plus x minus 1. And now again, x is 5. So this gives me 60x plus x minus 1, 61x minus 1. And now I will replace x by 5. and I get this as 304. And now we are going to check it. Let's check using calculator here. So equation is x raised to power 4. So x to the power of 4 minus 3x to the power of 3. Sorry. Okay. X to the power of 4 minus 3 x to the power of 3 plus 2x square plus x minus 1. And now I'm going to set my table at 5 and then go to table, and then you can see for 5 the value is 304, which we also got as 304. So again, this trick is very useful because then you can do the question very quickly, maybe in 10 seconds. Now I'm going to do the same thing with negative numbers here. So x square minus 8x plus 7 when x is negative 9. So I'm going to replace only one x from x square. So that gives me negative 9x minus 8x plus 7, which is negative 17x plus 7. And now I'm going to replace this. So now 17 times 9 is equal to 153 plus 7. So this is 160 is your answer. Now we can check using calculator here. So that is x to the power of 2, x square minus 8x plus 7. And now we can look at x is negative 9. So I'm going to set table set at negative 9 and then second table. So we got the same answer as 160. Now let's do the another one. X is equal to negative 11 here. So again, we start with replacing only one. So negative 11x4 minus 4x4 plus 3x cubed. You have to rewrite everything. Now this collecting like terms. Negative 15x4 plus 3x cubed plus 10x plus 2. And now again replacing x by negative 11. So x cubed, 3x cubed, 10x plus 2. So this is equal to 165. Just checking. 165x cubed plus 3x cubed, 10x plus 2. So you got 168x cubed plus 10x plus 2. Now be careful here because now we have, after x cubed, we have x term. So we need to replace 2x by 11. So that gives me 168, 121x plus 10x plus 2. So this probably will not be without calculator. So 1 to 1, this is 20328x plus 10x plus 2. And then you get 22338x plus 2. And now you replace this 11 plus 2. So this probably is not going to be with calculator. Without calculator, 338 multiplied by negative 11. So 20338 multiplied by negative 11 is negative 223718 plus 2. So the number is negative 223716. That's the answer. I just wanted to show you with negative numbers, and especially here when x square term was missing. So that's why, because of the huge number, you end up getting a very large number. Now again, we can check it. So if you have here x to the power of 5, negative 4, x to the power of 3, no, sorry, x to the power of 4, plus 3x cubed, plus 10x, and plus 2. And now we will go to second, negative 11, and then second graph. And then you can see the number is huge here. So you are getting e to the power of 5. Negative 2.2 e to the power of 5, which means the number in this case is very huge. But probably this kind of question, again, as I said, is not going to be, maybe this will be more like using calculator. Okay. And I just wanted to show that what happens when you have x squared term missing. So here from 3x cube, we had to substitute 2x. So whenever you have questions like this, it most probably you will use GDC to do that. Okay. So I hope this trick is useful. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.